We good? We ready? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What it do? What's up? It's your boys. We back. We live with your fucking 12 Shark stream. It's your fucking boys. Mako with the Draco, Ron the Don. Got your boy Toby One Kenobi back with the motherfucking hot topics of the week. Had a pretty good week this week. I mean, I know it's just Wednesday, but between this week and last week, I say I had a pretty good week. Pretty solid living experience. You know, happy to be here still. Today's topics include what the fuck is wrong with Tyrese and is he even a human? A new app that me and Ron at least have been tapping into, Clubhouse. What else we got on the list, Toby? I know I'm missing two things. Cuddy's album, the review, because I know we said we were gonna come up on this
last week, so we have to go ahead and
Man on the Moon 3, Man on the Moon 3, and
Shark Stream on the Moon.
Shark Stream on the Moon, and
the importance of being yourself.
The importance of being your own.
The importance of being yourself.
Your own solitary nigga, bro.
Be your own person.
I guess we can start off with Tyrese because we said we were gonna do that from the drop. So last night, can you pull up? Did somebody have the post available?
Man, I have the post available.
Oh yeah, please pull up the post.
We got it.
Yo,
this man Tyrese.
We gotta go. We gotta read the whole thing and then jump back.
All right.
Then break it down.
I don't have a good Tyrese impression, but
nah, just do it.
Random shit I think of on flights. One of my secrets for staying COVID free is I sleep with the heat on 90 degrees every single night. LOL. Been sleeping at this temp for 15 years, so it's nothing new. But rumor has it, if you catch COVID, it doesn't survive warm temperatures. ? Another random thought is people are not loyal to you. They are loyal to what they want from you. I'm sorry. Actually, I read that wrong. They are loyal to what they want from you.
Capital from.
It's okay to be cool with people who you clearly see and know they want something as long as you are clear about their clear intentions. Okay. Just know, soon as they don't get what they want, they will disappear faster than you can blink and just leave you standing there confused, shook, and feeling like, what the fuck just happened? I'm, as Tyrese says, a self-professed alpha empath. My alpha will turn fragile, insecure people away. When that happens, it makes me happy because I have one less. We were doing so well. I have one less person to love and care for. As I say this, with a window seat and a scarf instead of a mask.
Yo, so let's just break this down bar for bar. This man says, I've been sleeping in 90-degree temperatures for the last 15 years. Unprompted.
Unprovoked. Nobody asked. Like, nobody asked. And that's just how you started off.
Like,
nah, sleeping is a full-blown workout.
Bro, this nigga be waking up.
It's a full-blown workout.
Bro, how often does he have to wash his sheets? Because, like, you've got to wake up in a pool of sweat. At least for, like, the first 2 years. Like, maybe you're used to it by now.
You sweat people sweat in 90
You sweat
degree
naturally
weather.
when you sleep anyway. So,
it's
like,
probably more humid inside
and
the
he's
house.
got it at 90 degrees.
Every night.
Also doesn't he live in, like, California or something like that? Where
does he get under the cover? Like,
how do you do this?
I'm kind of confused. Like,
what was the reasoning before COVID to sleep in 90 degrees?
Right, for like the first 14 years, why were you sleeping in 90-degree weather? Like, who was like, hey, man.
Hey, bro, you know what?
You know what's fire? Sleeping with is like damn near 100. Like, does he sleep in like full pajamas? Or
bro,
is it just like...
I have so many questions. What about the people that come over Tyrese's house? What about his kids that sleep in the house with Tyrese? I'm sorry, Toby. What about
that's a real question, because, like, how old are his kids? Like, is this all they know?
Anybody?
Is this all they know?
0 to 15. This is all they go to other people's houses for sleepovers and be like, damn.
go to other people's houses like, damn, it's cold as hell in this
Bro, what the fuck? Actually, this shit feels right.
What the hell? God, yeah, Tyrese, what the hell is going on?
Yo,
Oh my God.
They probably don't sleep with covers. They went over to somebody else's house. Like, fuck is it so cold at night? This how regular people sleep.
That's how you, what is it, muggles sleep?
This is how you can. This is how you can afford to sleep when you're rich. You gotta pay a
Yeah,
fucking
you ain't
heat
gotta
bill at
you ain't
all.
gotta pay a heat bill.
You can afford to just heat your whole
Leave it on,
mansion
yeah.
on 90 degrees.
All
Wherever you
night,
sleeping
bro.
at.
90
Oh my
degrees
God.
for a full 8 hours.
Bro,
That is
His bill
ridiculous.
is crazy in the winter.
bro.
Oh my God.
His bill is
Well, I mean, like, if he
crazy.
lives in California, it doesn't really drop below like 70.
Still, bro, he sleep, bro.
Do you think he like tried
I don't think he thinks.
negotiate one of those deals, those like fixed heat deals, where it's like no matter how much it
Yes,
fluctuates,
yes,
it stays the
yes.
same price,
Yes, it's the smartest thing to do.
and he just leaves
we
it
didn't
on
even
90.
We
like,
really didn't
forever.
even get to the other shit. Like
You
that,
can't. We can talk about this for like a whole hour.
bro. I need to know why. We need like a secondary post, like the reason I
There's
sleep with 90
nothing
degrees.
else related to this. He's got
Why?
another picture with him and Ta-Nehisi Coates or Lee Daniels. Oh dang, my bad. Oh, you niggas. Him and Lee Daniels. Then like an Oscar picture. Somebody getting the COVID vaccine. One of his kids, and this is a toddler, so I know 90 degrees is all she knows.
Oh my god!
A throwback picture to the Baby Boy set. A car.
Niggas, Street saying Baby Boy was a documentary, not a movie.
It's gotta be, bro. It's gotta be.
Streets are.
But he
saying.
came up and
Bro,
choked him because he wouldn't turn the
Do you
temperature
remember-
down.
Do you remember that meme when he was in that corner?
Like when you turn the
Bro,
temperature
wasn't-
down in Tyrese's
Bro,
house,
oh my
I was
God.
crying. I was actually crying.
Wasn't he auditioning for like
Baby-
Django?
It's
Wasn't
not
that the audition
Django.
for
That
Django?
meme
It was
is
with
so
Django or
fucking
something else.
hilarious.
I know.
I play
He's
it every
just
time.
screaming.
I share it every time.
Anything
I laugh every time. Like,
Tyrese
it's
is
so
low-key
fucking amazing.
underrated as a memer. Like he's got
He
some
doesn't
hits.
try.
He's got some hits.
He is really
What
underrated.
more do you want
He is
from
really
me?
underrated.
That one, the crying one, like he's got some hits.
No.
Like he's just like reaching out. He's like in a hole somewhere, just screaming. Like, bro, it was too cold because clearly it's dark, and they had him outside, and it wasn't 90 degrees, and you know he just couldn't make it in the quarters.
Keep it that way, go, bro. That like, hold on.
I think part of the package of my powers on December 21st is being able to decipher Tyrese.
Bro, Tyrese
Bro.
is definitely gonna be a super villain on the 21st.
It was Django Unchained. It was Django Unchained, bro. That's crazy. I didn't know that's what this was for. It's so many little scenes in this bullshit. Like,
dog.
I'm trying to find the one where he was fucking crying on the ground. Oh my
There it
god. Where is it? No. No.
Bro, that shit is hilarious.
Bruh, anything Tyrese does at this point is
It's just straight comedy, bro. Like me and Mako were talking before we started about you gotta play it. I gotta hear it.
Bro, the audio. I just want that part where he's screaming. Please. Finding Django. Man.
Please!
What is he reaching for? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put it up on the green screen. What the fuck is he reaching for?
Oh my gosh. Bro. No, please.
The one where he's in the corner
Please.
crying. What is... Let's also talk about this. What the fuck is an emotional, an alpha... What is it? An
Alpha empath. First off, we're gonna have to come
What?
back to the middle of
What is
this.
that?
But he said, "I'm a self-professed," which I don't even. Well, maybe self-professed is the right word. It seems
Yeah.
like something that would be self-diagnosed.
Yes.
But I'm a self-professed alpha empath.
What?
Empath.
Obviously.
What are the criteria?
Then he proceeded to say the exact opposite of what an empath is. He said, "My alpha will turn fragile, insecure people away. And when that happens, it makes me happy because I have less people to care and love for." You are not an empath. You are probably just an asshole.
All right. I
And
looked
you
it up.
drive people
I
away.
looked it up on Google.
When was this dated? Okay, March 25th. So this wasn't dated after Tyrese.
The BT the alpha empath, where strength and sensitivity intersect. Close up of young woman with green eyes, signifying an alpha empath. Well, I guess white women are alpha empaths. So there we go, guys. That's what Google said.
Tyrese is a white woman now?
Tyrese is secretly a white woman.
Oh, man.
God.
Was White Chicks a documentary too?
Bro, all these movies were like documentaries about shit that we just didn't know and didn't understand about, bro. What powers do y'all think Tyrese is getting on the 21st?
Tyrese is gonna absolutely think he's Charles Xavier.
Yo,
I don't know if
What
like
if he
that's
be-
what he's getting, but like he's absolutely going to think he's Charles Xavier.
who's gonna be the Charles Xavier of people? Is it Kanye?
Yeah, I mean,
Nah,
That's a good question.
I think Kanye. Not the Charles Xavier. You're right. He's not
Who
gonna
would
start
be
it.
the- Who would be the Charles?
If we started a
Xavier?
school of gifted children to burn down and collapse.
LeBron.
Andre 3000.
Jay-Z.
I was thinking Jay-Z a little bit. I think it might be LeBron.
I don't think he's not Charles Xavier.
Why not Jay-Z?
Because Jay-Z's like,
LeBron started a school though.
Yeah,
That's
but-
why I think it's kind of like LeBron.
yeah, but personality wise, like Jay-Z's not Charles Xavier. Jay-Z don't give a fuck about us. Like, I don't think Jay-Z gives a fuck about us. Not as regular niggas.
Like Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's not the nigga that's about to go. Like
Jay-Z only cares about regular niggas who can make him more money.
That's what I mean. He's not like
he's very capitalistic.
that's what I mean. I don't think Jay-Z's concerned with the greater good of,
Yeah,
of
like of
Negro
humanity.
kind.
Yeah.
I mean, he's past that point.
Yeah.
And so Drake.
No,
No,
God, no. Absolutely not.
No, Drake is
Absolutely
definitely not Charles Xavier. Drake is gonna be fucking like
Drake would be like Iron Man.
yeah.
Drake could be Tony Stark. He could be like an outward asshole who's up ahead of everybody else, you know?
Yeah.
That'll work. I can see that.
I don't know.
For
really
some
do
reason,
think
I
he
feel
might
like
be
Tyler Perry would be a villain.
Tyler Perry would be a villain.
Tyler
He's
Perry
already a
is
villain.
absolutely a villain.
He's already a villain right now.
absolutely a villain.
He's built his whole like playground in our backyard.
Yeah,
What can we do about it?
Tyler Perry's absolutely.
Medea is like his like
He's an evil
You see
layer.
what he did to Cicely Tyson? No good person would do that.
no good
He's
person.
absolutely
I'm
a
not
villain.
gonna lie. I'll go on record. I hate Tyler Perry's movies.
Oh, I haven't watched a Tyler Perry movie in like years.
I don't like any of
or
them.
shows. Like I haven't watched anything Tyler Perry has done in like years.
Critically, I'll say he has maybe 2 good movies. I'll say everything else.
I
I
was
think I've seen like maybe 2 Medea movies. And
They're
that's
awful.
it.
They're absolutely awful.
they're
He has
basically
a-
all the same. All you need to see is one.
Yeah,
And then
there's
you get the rest of
there's a black woman and
I actually was an
relationship.
extra for one of his shows, and I went on to one of his campuses.
what was that like? Was it like brainwash territory? Were they trying to get you to like?
I don't know. I mean, it was a nice territory. It was like a nice area, you know.
You didn't get like indoctrinated, did
But
you?
I got some food, you know what I'm saying? It was
They
nice.
better give me Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry don't feed me with the
Like,
chicken.
Nah, I think it was
Or
like they had like fish and stuff. They had like
fried
bunch
fish.
of
I like fish.
vegetables. It was
bowls
some
and
good
stuff.
shit.
I'm over here trying to rag on Tyler Perry, like trying to.
Trying to find reasons just to be like,
I
oh, Tyler
don't know,
Perry.
man. They have your ass waiting in the waiting room for a good ass minute, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's crazy, man.
That's wild.
Yeah.
He's his only writer.
You said he's his only writer?
Yeah, he doesn't,
Is he?
He doesn't have a writer's room.
Are you sure?
He just writes.
Yeah,
He's
that
the
is
only
true.
writer.
That
he
is
actually
awful.
just said that he was going to start giving.
See, that's awful.
And that's why everything
Is bad.
is the same and it's bad. Yeah.
Because
Because like,
I-
I'm not knocking his hustle, but it's just like, bro, I don't like most of this stuff.
Because I say the same thing about even me writing stuff. I've been saying this a lot recently. Maybe I'll be able to manifest this soon.
It's
not
so
even
crazy that
manifested
he's
everything
just
else.
been so successful.
It's
with
not
it, though.
because
That's
it's not.
the crazy
It's not.
part.
It's the same. Like if your target, black people are the biggest spenders, and if your target audience is basically like
You're gonna cause
Black people.
controversy. You're gonna cause drama. You know what ticks them off. You know what.
Yeah.
not even ticked because most black people aren't ticked off about like Tyler Perry movies. Is that what you were like? Like
I mean, I don't know. I
No,
be
me-
seeing
no,
people in whole threads going off. on
no,
this
no,
nigga
no,
about
no,
how
no.
they-
But we're
But
not.
that
he
hurts,
hurts
but
black
that's what I
women.
mean. But that
He
hurts.
constantly-
That helps him
like,
too.
That's what I'm saying. He it's controversial. Like he
Yeah.
causes that strife.
I'm not. Well, that makes sense. I never thought. More so, I never thought about it from that perspective. My perspective was always like, because I hate Tyler Perry, but not Tyler Perry the individual. I hate Tyler Perry movies, but I was always like, but I've had arguments with people who have been like, nigga, they will go to bat for Tyler Perry movies, and I'd be like, bro, this is not a good movie. This is not what I don't. Nigga, it's just not a good movie, and like,
yeah.
But because you do have that base of people.
In all his movies is so consistent. It's just so
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
monotonous.
Monotonous, yeah.
Like it was like I remember I had an argument with somebody in the school, and I was like, bro, like I think I was in high school, and I was like, it was some movie, and I was like, bro, this is the way this movie go, and I don't remember which movie it was, but somebody went on more. It had something to do with somebody's baby or some shit like that. The grandmama was about to die. They were about to pray. The grandma wasn't going to die. And then such and such was about to get together. I never
like,
seen the movie, and I was like, bro, I know it's a Tyler Perry movie.
Even like the 9 Madea movies they still play into that same stereotype.
I will give
This ain't it.
I will give Tyler Perry credit for venturing, because he tried to make an action movie at some point in time. He tried to make an action movie at some point in time, like Alex Cross or some shit like that. And I was like, you know what, this is a bad movie, but I'll at least give you credit for trying or attempting to like
it was
make
like something else. Yeah,
it was like an action movie where somebody stole like the kids or some shit like that. I think the only 2 movies that he has that are decent are I Can Do Bad All By Myself, and there's a movie way earlier on that he has. I can't remember which one it is, but they all follow the same thing. And me as a writer, right? I've been saying recently, like, because I want to get people. I'll be sending my scripts to people sometimes, and they're usually my friends, and they'll read them. But people like, yeah, this is great, and I'd be like, bro, no, not that it's not great, but like, give me some, like, are you actually reading? Are you just reading words? Are you just like, give me some type of feedback? Because my thing is like, being in a writer's room, I know will help. I come up with so many different ideas, and I only have myself to bounce them off of a lot of times, because like, it's different when you're talking to somebody else who like writes versus like just talking to somebody like about ideas and shit. So like, it just be difficult sometimes, because I'd be like, bro, I know I have like a bajillion different things and different ideas and shit to do, but then you forget shit, plot holes, loopholes and shit. And then also, like you said, you're just one individual, so you can only see the perspective from like your point of view. If you're in a room with like 4 or 5 different niggas and all your niggas are writing, you can be the main one directing and like telling niggas this is what I want, but you have other people who have different just experiences in life and different expertise. Like, I'm writing some shit now where I know I'm gonna need help as far as like real history goes, like verbatim, because like I don't know everything that happened between point A and point B, because a lot of shit that happened between now and 10,000 years ago, like a lot of fucking different shit. But like, I know what I want to be able to do with it, so like I know it's different being in a writer's room. Like, it really helps. All right, jumping topics. Which I want to jump to. I know you're not into the Clubhouse thing yet. You want to talk about the Cudi album?
Save it for last.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can talk about Clubhouse.
Oh, okay. Yo, dude, this Clubhouse shit is one of the greatest shit.
Okay,
yeah, we can
do
do
that into Cudi, because I think it goes right into this album. I think it will be a great segue.
But all right,
up to y'all.
Look, we just gonna talk about Clubhouse. This is one of the
Clubhouse, man. All right, a little bit about it. It's a new social media app, invite only.
So fucking disgusting.
A lot of celebrities and I guess
that's how they grow.
Yeah,
celebrities
so
on there.
In theory, my theory is a couple of things. I thought about this. I was like, maybe this is probably something that celebrities have had for like a while, I guess. Possibly, I don't know. This is just my theory. And then now they're like, okay, well, we're gonna release it to kind of the mass public.
Voice chat only, iPhone only.
That is what's crazy.
Elitism.
It made my stomach hurt.
iPhone only.
Bro, it made my stomach hurt. The iPhone only made my... Before I even knew it was iPhone only, when it was like
ooh,
yeah.
God damn.
Before I even knew that, when them niggas was like, you can only be in the app by having somebody invite you into the app, I was like, bro, that is actually factually the most elitist shit. And then I learned the iPhone shit. I was like, bro, that's actually like... It's disgusting.
Crazy.
That made my stomach hurt. I was like, bro, like, because I mean, it's like niggas can just
that makes everything I've heard about Clubhouse even more hilarious.
Like, you could, because I mean, you could just send somebody a fuck. If you're in it, at least you can just send somebody the shit. Like, here, it was really funny because Ron asked if we could do a thing about it yesterday, and I didn't know what it was.
He didn't even know what it was.
I literally didn't know what it was.
That's crazy.
And I was on my phone today, and somebody sent me an invite. I was like, oh. Okay, and I downloaded this shit, and I was like, "No, these niggas are crazy because they really like let me check and see if somebody invited you in this shit."
Literally, like all up and down my Twitter feed have been just people talking about it.
Yeah, I've seen blurbs about it.
The fact that like there are people that like see this and like, damn, what's in it?
Yeah,
it's crazy how it gives people the fear of missing out, and it's awful.
It is. It's awful. Now it is entertaining. I was in Soulja Boy's.
It is.
I was in Soulja Boy's shit for an hour and a half. Yo, niggas be piped up, bro. Like randomly before the podcast started, I just got a notification and I pressed that shit. Joe Button was in. These girls are in here talking about how much would you charge if you were a nigga and you made girls pay for dick. Like how much would you charge for it? And I was like, bro, what? It was just the randomness of it. Niggas on now. Joe Budden started clowning. He was like $10,000. I'm not leaving the bed unless it's
It's just funny to see what people say. Like one dude just said 300, and like another dude was just like a lot.
It was the fact that he got close to
Expensive,
it was the fact that he got close to the microphone. I know he was in his room like a lot, nigga. Like, oh my god, would you charge more if the girl was ugly? Nigga was like, hell yeah, nigga. Like. I don't know, bro. This shit is
It seems like such a setup. Potential setup.
Honestly.
Because especially if it's centered around the celebrities, we know your voices. Especially because just for me, the celebrities that I've heard that have been in there have been like rappers and stuff like that. So it's like, bro, your voice is like your whole thing. We know your voice. Yeah. So it's like all somebody needs is just a random sound bite.
It's even funnier that it's it's even funnier that it's just a voice, and to be completely honest.
Lakeith Stanfield was in there
rapping. Yeah. Yes, bro. Random shit be happening, brother.
We were in the Soulja Boy one.
Shit, niggas are getting roasted.
People were freestyling. People were just showing their music. Like some of them were really good. Like there was this girl from the UK.
Yeah, she snapped.
She was really dope. They were clowning other people. It was hurt.
It can definitely be constructive, but it does not seem like.
I mean, it's social media, so it's
the things that you're gonna get from it are going to be the controversies.
Bruh, the first time I heard about it, I saw. I didn't even know what it was, and then Ron told me what it was, and I was like, oh, that must be what X, Y, and Z. Actually, I didn't even put two and two together until I logged into the app, and I was like, oh, that's what this was, because I saw. I think it was 21 Savage and Meek were arguing with DJ Academics on this shit, and it was just funny.
Academics were arguing about something, and apparently 21 was the peacekeeper or something like that.
Yeah, and that shit was just funny as fuck. And I was like,
Academics went on Twitch to like talk about it.
I was on there like, bro, this is like I said, I don't know why, but it's funnier with just the voices, bro. I'm just imagining Academics yelling at whatever he's yelling at, and Meek like, chill. So when that shit is just so fucking funny to me, bro. Being in and like I said, it's so random, bro. You just be chilling and like. It's like kind of like the radio in a weird way. You just be chilling. Yeah. Sometimes nigga just drop dimes on shit. Like sometimes shit be funny. I remember some dude was rapping and he wasn't bad. His flow was just the word of the day, monotonous. His flow was just monotonous. And there was this girl on the fucking shit. And he was like halfway through his rap. And I got what she was saying, but she fake yawned. And I was like, oh no, not fake yawn. And then the nigga was like, wait, hold up. And everybody went in on her ass. I was like, oh my God. They were like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You don't do that shit. She was like, I was just, they were like, hell no, man. And they snapped. And then he had to restart his rap. I was like, damn it, he was almost done. And he rapped for another 3 minutes. And I was like, all right. It was hard, but it was just I don't know. That shit is definitely kind of interesting. Hearing Soulja Boy do anything is funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah, Soulja Boy is absolutely hilarious.
Soulja Boy is fucking iconic, bro. Like, I'm trying to, because I guess there is a logical way you can kind of get. Because if it's a new platform and shit, there's always a way to break away in a new platform. Because even me, I was like, okay, so what if you just pop in different rooms? Especially different rooms that niggas be rapping and shit. Because niggas can follow you directly from your Clubhouse to your Instagram, at least. So, in theory, you could really be, like, on that shit and, like, pop off in somebody's room and get some followers on there, pop off in somebody else's room, and then niggas see you got followers, and it's like, there's a strategy to it. I might try to tap in. That might be the new...
we definitely tapping in.
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro, we could really just be in there, like, doing music and shit. And we some funny-ass niggas, bro. Imagine if we have a room with, like, gang type shit and niggas come to our room type shit. That shouldn't be phenomenal, bro.
Shark Stream extras.
Shark Stream, bro. We could have a fucking Shark Stream. Bro, that's a new fucking... Oh, man, nah. I'm not going to give y'all all the fucking...
We can't give the game out.
Yeah, we can't give it.
Nah. Pioneers in this shit.
Give the game out.
Can't get a game out.
Give the game out, man.
Yeah, nah. All right, man. Let's jump topics real quick then, because we're going to get into this, man. All right, so the importance of being your own nigga. So this is not something that I've really struggled with, I want to say, a lot in life. I want to say mainly for me I'm never really worried about trying to fit in places if that. Well, I know it makes sense. I've never really worried about trying to fit in places. I just kind of do and float around and do kind of what I want to do, not like in an asshole-ish way, because I try not to disturb anybody and what the fuck they have going on. But like perfect example. I've told this to my friends a few times. There was a girl that I dated, and I really like to dance. I can't help it. Like, I really can't help it. If I feel that shit, then I'm gonna fucking move and do what the fuck I gotta fucking do. I guess I just try not to disturb nobody. I don't be like hitting nobody or doing no weird shit like that. Like especially if I feel comfortable. I remember one day she literally pulled me to the side and she was like, "Can you not dance when we go to parties and shit? Because I don't want."
What else are you supposed to do?
Yo, also me, like, you don't want me to dance in a location where it's loud music playing. What are you talking about? And she was like, I just don't want people looking at me or feeling a certain type of way about me or not about it. I was like, literally, fuck you and them niggas. Like, I don't care about them. Like, bitch, I dance when I want to fucking dance. Right. Like, that don't have something. I've never been one of them people that tried to, like, all right, let me, like, because niggas be lame. A lot of niggas be lame, bro. I'm not even gonna hold it. A lot of niggas be lame. I don't like really being around lame ass niggas. Now, one of the reasons I don't really like going to parties versus the parties that like I have with the friends and the people I fuck with is because, bro, niggas will really just sit on the wall and just like not do nothing, bro.
Get your back up off the wall.
Damn. Niggas will dead ass come up, go to a place to roll up, probably take a couple of shots and just scroll on their phone and just be there and then roll up another blunt and then smoke and then leave when everybody fucking leave. And I'd be like, bruh, I don't like, that has never been me. Like, anytime I go to parties like that. What?
My party don't stop till 3 o'clock. I forget. It was something like, they're about to turn the lights on. I forget. Fuck it.
But yeah,
I can't think of it. It'll come to me like my recording.
To add on to that, no, I totally agree. Like, I think in high school for me, I really bounced around with friend groups because I just did a lot naturally. Like, I was on the swim team. I was in band. I played lacrosse. My classes, just different friend groups. And I think I just naturally go to where like I feel the most love or feel the most comfort. And where I can just totally be myself, and where the people are just more accepting, and I just vibe better with them, their energy. I don't know. Yeah, it's just you just gotta be natural. I don't know.
Yeah,
you just gotta be you.
Yo, people. Like, people would dead ass not play the music they want to actually listen to in order to impress other people sometimes. People would just, like...
I always, I don't necessarily have, a rule about it, but I play, in my car, I play what I want to hear, and I'll give people the opportunity, yo, if you want the aux, you can have it. But it's I play what I want to hear.
Hosting parties.
Yes, because you have control over
I really have control over, who I bring, because, I know the people that are going to come and... come dance, drink, and, be social. And I don't know. The people that know me and the people that have come to my parties, they know.
Yeah.
I had a Halloween party.
I remember the Halloween party. That was the night I lost my Honda. I remember that fucking Honda. It was a really rainy night that fucking night, bro. I don't know if you remember that shit, but it was raining hard as fuck.
You lost it?
No, somebody rear-ended me.
Oh, okay.
Totally
but that's the thing. I've had multiple.
So there's this one where I was living in Stone Mountain in a house with Stacy, and it was a 3-bedroom, and it had 3 floors, and the garage was my studio, and we had invited people, and I told people they can invite whoever they want, and I didn't really expect that many people, but my house was filled. Literally and I think I don't remember the square footage, but I think it was around 1,200 square feet. So it was a pretty big place for the 3 of us, and that shit was just filled. People were drunk, playing beer pong, listening to music. we had music like in the mid level, and then there was music playing in my studio where people were just sitting on the couch in there. She was super lit. People were dancing. People were just being themselves.
Yeah, man. Like, I've never been one to put a cap on anybody because I can understand even the concept of like playing music, right?
Yeah.
Because I can understand, especially being a DJ, like you have to you have to be able to curate the right shit going on. But I just mean more so just conceptually. I don't know. I feel like people nowadays are really afraid to like not everybody, but
It's a
people are really
different.
afraid
It's a difference with like curating and DJing music if you're like hired or it's not really
that's
your
like
thing.
that's not-
Yeah, and I know that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like it's a difference
I'm
between
talking about
that
with your niggas.
and then just being like like with yourself or with your homies or with the people that you know you're close to. That freedom of being able to just I can play what I want, but I know that I can also like because like when you said like she was like I don't want people looking like I dance like to a certain point I get that because I'm a more reserved person in my own right, but at the same time it's like because I didn't go to parties in high school, and I didn't go to parties like afterwards either. I do more like I've gone to like kickbacks and small things.
Yeah.
I do way more stuff with just like people I know.
Small,
I prefer to just be with people I know, no matter the situation, just because that's just how my anxiety works. It's more comforting to know somebody else there or more people there, and in that it's like like when you're just around those people, it's like it's just cool. You can do whatever you want. Anybody can suggest whatever songs they want or stuff like that. Everybody's free to be themselves. And like this thing, because like you said, like you did, I got along with like everybody in high school. I still generally get along with everybody. I'm not around people every day to talk to everybody, but it's like I get along with like everybody. I did a whole bunch of stuff. I could get along with the people in band, even though I didn't play any instruments except for the recorder. Shout out to the recorder. I could get along with people in art, even though I wasn't a great draw artist or anything like that. I couldn't draw worth shit. I could get along with the nerds because I was a nerd and weeb and stuff like that. I could get along with the people who played sports because I could talk about sports. It was like I could talk about it. I could literally have a conversation with anybody on anything.
I know everything.
So I know morality, spirituality, good and bad. I could get along with like anybody, but you still have those people where it's like, this is more so my lane.
This
And
is where my home is.
yeah, it's like where my home is, and this is like it's like as long as you are clear with your intentions and being clear, as Tyrese Xavier said in his Instagram post.
Extra clear, crystal.
Extra crisp,
Like,
90 degrees.
Because I think I
Right
used
angle.
to. I used to kind of feel like I wanted to go to like really big parties and shit like that, but especially where I am now, it's not even like a party thing. I just enjoy. I get so excited when I get to be around my friends. Like, I get really excited. Like I really love these. So it's kind of like I was telling this to my coworker. I was like, bro, it was so lit, bro. We just did it. We just had a fucking thing, and it was like, it was dope because it's cool. You go to a party, and I like going out and doing shit. Like, generally, I like being around people, but I do notice that, like, bro, I fuck with the people I fuck with so fucking hard, and it'd be like, if I can't go out with any of y'all, like, dead ass, I'd be like, bro, I don't want to fucking. And then in certain situations, I'm like, bro, if I cannot bring all y'all niggas, then not a fucking point. My dad did a thing this Saturday, and he was up till late too, but like he was like, you can only bring like one person. I would instantly be like, well, I'm not going. Like, can't just pick one nigga out of this fucking group of niggas to let you go somewhere with. Not that I can't, but like, I'm not about to do that shit. Especially if I can just hang out with all of them, and not just that. Like, bro, it was so comforting just to be able to come and sit over there with like, just to go sit in a room with like 6 other people, and I know all these people, and I fuck with all these people, and they fuck with me. Like, there's a whole 2/3 of a fucking room of niggas, and I'm like, outside of playing beer pong with them, I was like, bro, but that is just so comforting. Like, I can just be myself. I can go over there and fucking dance, and like, you come back over here and crack jokes on or with anybody fucking over here, like, and it's a true blissful experience, bro. Like, I don't know, I find people that you can like be yourself around and like be your true self, like, I don't know, because like I don't know what niggas is doing otherwise. Like, Niggas are doing weird
Suffering.
shit. Suffering silently.
Yeah.
Suffering silently, bro.
Free yourself.
Yeah. Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
It's best to be yourself.
Bro, like
We are not supposed to be
that's
monoliths. We're not supposed to be the same as these other people. And it's easy to get into that, especially with like social media.
yes.
'Cause-
It's a perception
Yeah,
thing.
it's a perception thing, but like it's cool. It's cool to be yourself and just express what you like. You are going to find other people who share similar interests.
That's the biggest. See,
That's the thing. It's like you are yourself, yes, but there are other people who have similar interests that you will connect with.
I feel like where I was, because I was in a couple of different spaces to where, like, not saying I never thought I'd have friends like this, but in a way I did never think. Because I remember being in a couple of spaces specifically. I remember even while I was in college, like, I had one. I can't say I didn't have no fucking friends while I was in college. It was after a certain point I made friends. But it didn't feel like it was going that way until, I want to say, towards the end of, I want to say, my second semester. And I looked back, I was like, actually, I do got a lot of people that fuck with me. But I noticed it was all, like, I just wasn't around, like, even the way our dorms were set up, my dormitory was, like, off-campus type shit. So I was actually really, really cool with the people that stayed over on the, like, 60 or 70 people that stayed over where I stayed at. But, like, I wasn't really on campus with a lot of people, but I didn't like notice that. I think specifically after I got out of high school, like where people were like less, I mean, outside of social media, less concerned with like perception, and people were just allowed to just kind of be themselves, but like without judgment and shit like that. I made a lot of fucking friends. At one point, I just thought I was just straight up unlikable. I was like, niggas do not fuck with me. I don't know why. I'm not gonna. I was like, that was the other thing. I was like, I'm not gonna do anything or change anything because like I can't imagine like literally trying to fit in places with people. It would just be so disgusting, bro. I'd be like, bruh, like, oh my God. Like, if I don't fit, I just don't fit. I can't fucking do this shit. But, I mean, in a way, everybody's a misfit. You just found, like,
Found your
collective.
misfits.
Yeah, find your
Yeah, you
group of
found your
fucking
misfits.
and the group of people that you cool with, like I said. All right, I want to talk about
super
this.
fuck the system.
Kid Cudi, Scott Muscudi, MOTM III. You want to lead us off?
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna actually read something that I wrote. So it's
Before Ron starts, fuck Pitchfork.
fuck Pitchfork.
Pitchfork's on our beat. We mentioned that in our last podcast too, I think, but Pitchfork is really
Yeah. I don't know which one I want.
Yeah, they don't like Cudi. Well, that one nigga
all,
doesn't like
bro.
Cudi. I guess that one nigga doesn't like Cudi.
I don't even think it's the same dude who wrote this review as the other ones.
Well, yeah.
All right. So what I wrote in my little group chat here. Initially, I felt off about it. I wasn't really sure how to pinpoint it, but I definitely enjoyed all of the songs, but I felt like the album wasn't really the essence of A Man on the Moon. Just comparing it to the previous ones. And then I would say, so I listened to it a lot over the weekend. Streamed that bitch up, running numbers up. And so I think the only song that I don't really fuck with is LC's Baby Boy. And then the She Knows This chorus, I think, is pretty repetitive.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I fuck with like literally everything else.
I feel
18
like
tracks to only not like two.
Yeah.
Not even not like, but just to be like, oh, these two are on the lower side.
Some highlighted songs are The Pale Moonlight, September 16, and then Solo Dolo Part 3.
I feel kind of the same way. Because I wanted more of like more introspective, like more, not like I wanted a bunch of somber songs, but I wanted the more introspective, like deeper into what you about to press. You looking
That shit petty, my nigga.
Alphonse, A-L
Need it?
underscore
I got you, bro.
Peeair.
That shit petty.
Yes.
Bitch ass nigga.
All of that. This man,
He gave all of these.
Alphonse
Uncultured.
Pierre,
Swine.
said this was the latest underwhelming installment in Man on the Moon.
Like, okay, so
And he gave Passion Pain and Demon Slaying like a 6 point.
Like a 6.7 or something like that.
he gave,
The
he gave,
Andre features.
he gave Man on the Moon like a 4.6 or some shit like that.
He gave Man on the Moon
He's
3
giving
of
all the Man on the
4.6.
Moons a
The
4.
first one got a 4, and I think the
4
second one got a 4.1.
Yeah, see as far as I rate the Man on the Moons, I'd have to take some time to let this one like settle. It's definitely not better than Man on the Moon 1. Possibly 2, but I don't know. Like I said, it takes time to settle because I feel like you said, it's not the.
I don't think it's better than either of them right now.
Because it's so, like you said, it doesn't capture the essence, but the production on the shit
The production
is fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
absolutely.
That's the
Love
best
the
production
production.
Cudi has had.
The
Like,
features are
And he got
great
pretty
as
much
well.
everybody back. Mike Dean was back.
playing,
Playing Pat died. What's his name from Rat-a-tat was back.
Yeah.
And then he added some new people. They sound like they're like trap like Atlanta producers. Take a day trip or something like that.
Oh yeah.
because
yeah.
my thing was like, one of the reasons I also didn't mind it was because it didn't sound like it was outdated. Like, but that's the other thing. I don't want it to sound dated. I don't want like some time from now to come back and hear it and be like, well, this sounded like it was in a specific time. But I am happy we did get some of the introspective Cudi tracks on there, and I felt like because it started off a lot more lit, and then it ended up the way it like kind of faded out and came to an end was a lot more like somber. Because I heard he was gonna do it when I saw the way he released the album art or something like that. Wasn't it like
It's like 4
it's
acts.
4 different
Yeah.
acts of it? Yeah, and I did enjoy like that part conceptually because I didn't like our friend Stacy did say this is the first Cudi, not the first, because like if you got a fire playlist you can put Cudi in that shit if you really with your niggas, like I was just saying, but like this is probably the first Cudi project that you can really be at like a party where like just a DJ and you can just throw on a
you
few
can
like
throw it
songs
on,
and like
yeah.
get lit. Like she knows this is definitely one of the songs.
And that's what I also wanted to take into account too, was the fact that he did split it up, and so that you do get these different parts of okay, so I can go to this and feel this energy, feel this vibe that he's trying to convey. So
Yeah.
Because I actually really liked with the exception of like, not so much with the exception, but yeah, of that run from Mr. Solo Dolo 3 till The Pale Midnight, of those, LC's Baby Boy is probably my least favorite. But that's probably my favorite section of the album. Like just those.
Yeah, because that was supposed to
run
be
of
like
tracks.
I think that was like
Probably
either
my
Mr. Rager or some shit like
Yeah,
that. Let me see.
that's really the part where it's like, oh yeah, you know, Cudi gets more into the reflective side and looking at the like mistakes and the things that have damaged him and stuff like that. And it was like, no, like, yeah, I acknowledge that stuff, but it's not just like who I am. You can make it out of that. Like that's kind of
shit keeps
that's where
going.
that part of Cudi
Keeps going.
That's where that part of Cudi that I love so much comes out a lot more.
Yeah.
The first part is really cool, but I feel as if like Damaged, She Knows This, not so much Die, but I feel as if those were like songs that were meant to have a Travis Scott feature.
Yeah,
And it probably just didn't really
Yeah.
materialize probably the way he wanted it to.
Yeah, they're very Travis influenced.
Yeah, which is cool because I love Travis and I know the mutual admiration they have for each other.
Yeah.
Because the 4 sections are, the first act is Return to Madness, Act 2 is The Rage of the Menace, Act 3 is Heart of Rose Gold, and Act 4 is Powers. But I feel like in Act 3 and 4, that's Sad People.
Yeah.
Solo Dolo Part 3 ends The Rager.
So I didn't like Sad People at first, but then once I liked it.
Loving Me is my favorite song, but Sad People is probably number 2.
Yeah.
Sad People on September 16th are like tied for number 2.
The fact that he got a Pop Smoke Skepta song on here. That's the other thing that I like
really
about
great, too.
That's what I'm saying. That's the other thing that's the other reason I'm like, it
Trippie
might
Redd song
be
is really
better
good,
because, like you said, conceptually, it's not really
I feel like socially, like the socially acceptable version of this album is just it does numbers, and it'll be good in a lot of other people's eyes.
I get that though. I get that.
I think the fact that like just comparing it to the others,
and I think that's where it messes up.
and
I'm not necessarily saying it was
and I'm not
intentional.
Yeah, and I'm not
but
mad at that, but it's just
that's the way that
I want to point that out.
Yeah, like, because of that, it's like
wanna,
it's got that feeling where it's like you can see how there are parts in here where everybody will like, or it can reach to so many more people, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah,
but it's just something about knowing that's like that's what kind of separates it from the first two, because the first two were it wasn't like Cudi wasn't trying to reach masses, excuse me, but he had
more sense
clientele,
of
fans. He had people that he could speak to that he knew would relate to it on a deeper level. And this one, part of that is because of where the space that he's in now. I mean, the last one came out 10 years ago. So
was it 10 years ago?
Yeah, didn't Man on the Moon 2 come out in 2010? Or was it 2011? Or 2013, actually. I think it was 2013. Indica was 2013.
Yeah.
Man on the Moon 2.
2009.
No, Man on the Moon 2 was 2010.
Wow.
The first one was 2009.
wow.
So
12 years.
I'm sitting here in Apple Music, like I couldn't just go look that up. But you know, it's like that space where he's at now. He's in a
Obviously
completely
a
different space than where
and-
he was. Even just successfully
I feel
and
like
everything
the
like
album
that.
does well with like preceding the previous album because of just like the things that he talks about like like this happened, like I was in a shitty place, but shit keeps going. And then, you know, he's kind of adding those hype songs like, all right, you know, so
Yeah,
it's
like
about
you can get through this, like and stuff like that.
So like I definitely get it.
That's the kind of the way that I feel about Damn and To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
I feel that way about Damn, yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, damn, it's Kendrick's best album. I'm like, bro, it's obviously not his best album, but it's the most socially accepted album, and it's easier for you guys to listen to. But if you just talk about like the music, it's obviously not. And I was like, even if you compare it to his other pieces of art, I think Damn is Kendrick's least impressive project out of between To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City. I think it's better than, I don't even know, bro. I can't even say
Untitled?
that. I'm not counting that.
Okay.
That was
That's B-side.
Section 80.
Section 80.
I don't even think it's better than Section 80 because I want to be like, yeah, but then I remember Love, Loyalty, and there's another song he has on there in that gap, and I'm like, bro, these songs are like air. Like, he's literally not talking about anything in these songs.
I don't know. Is it safe to say capitalism can hurt art?
I don't even know.
I think it depends.
I don't know if Damn really works in the sense of capitalism.
No, because
I
it's
think
still a good
Damn
album.
is still Kendrick being competitive and just being a rapper and saying, "Look, I can do this.
Yes,
too.
yeah.
I can hop in this lane too, and still give you what you're
better.
used to giving me. But don't y'all niggas saying you can't dance to Kendrick. All right, well I'm gonna give you Loyalty. I'm gonna give you Love. I'm gonna give you Humble.
Because it's still good. It'd be different if it wasn't good. This was my because art. I think capitalism can kill art. I mean, it's a product.
It definitely can.
It can like fuel it, but also because it's also that concept of like a lot of these artists making music, especially when they make their best projects, they're in states that were like, bruh, I'm down. I am in pain. I do not want to feel like this no more. And like, and if it was just, I told a nigga this yesterday. I was like. He was like, do you want it? He was like, are you doing podcasting because you want to get paid? Or are you doing it because you want to, like, just do it? I was like, yeah, I enjoy doing it, but yeah, I'm trying to make some money, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
I am still trying to. I still got to eat.
yeah, like, not only that, like, nigga, I'm trying to build something. Like, I'm trying to do shit. Like, I'm not just trying to. A lot of that comes from, like, that inspiration comes from that, like, point in place of, like, bro, I gotta get out of this situation. I'm just feeling like shit. And some artists, once they get past a certain point, is like it's harder for them to reproduce that same level of content. I had a conversation with somebody today.
Logic is a prime
I
example of
literally talked about Logic. I was like, bro, Logic's
You can look at his
mixtapes.
his mixtapes up until Under Pressure.
I even say after Under Pressure, I say even The Incredible True Story.
The Incredible True Story is great.
It's
but
not
it
that-
doesn't
it's
have
not-
the same content that the mixtapes up to Under Pressure has.
It
because
doesn't.
he's got the money then.
So this was my thing because I agree with you, but there was a very drastic like change because I said the same thing. I was like, Under Pressure is obviously better than The Incredible True Story, but The Incredible True Story, I don't think it's bad per se by any measure. But then after that, when we got Bobby Tarantino, which also wasn't really bad. But then once
I like both Bobby Tarantino's, but
I don't really like the second one. But specifically, when he got to Everybody, that's when he made the fucking Suicide Hotline song. It was going on, I'm black, I'm white. But all that shit. And he became super mainstream after that point. And after that, before Chance was doing it, he started making kids about music for I can't even say adults, because I don't even know adults that was really listening to like fucking Logic. But I was like, he hit that mainstream route, and I think it was like it became more of a like success thing. And I told somebody, I was like, literally in the conversation today, I was like, bro, I was really mad because I was really fucking with this nigga. And then he came back this year and dropped Under Pressure. Yeah, and I was like, that was not a bad album.
It was a really good
album.
not
Under Pressure. It was No Pressure.
No Pressure.
I was like,
which is basically the sequel to Under Pressure.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, it wasn't amazing. It was straight 7 out of 10, but that's way better than the last shit he's been dropping. Like, because I've been like, bro, even the way the fucking album starts off is like, bro, he's like rapping like a rapper. Yeah. Like before, I don't know what the fuck this nigga was really doing, bro.
The reason Logic is that, for me, the perfect example of how capitalism can kind of ruin art, in hip hop at least, is a lot of hip hop's claim to fame is coming from the bottom, getting it out the mud. That's why I say it started with The Incredible True Story, because that was around the time when he got the 20 million from Def Jam. At that point, you can no longer rap about being like broke and being poor, so he had to switch it up. And Incredible True Story is something like, this is a totally conceptual album about stuff that goes on my mind, and we're just gonna go to space and do shit like that. And that's why it's still great, because he was still. Because
that's what I said. I don't think he compromised the art. But like you said, the hunger wasn't there.
The same hunger wasn't there, and then that conceptuality didn't transfer in other places, because you still see him trying to do that. And in Logic's case, Logic's claim to fame was that hunger in a different way than a Kendrick can be, or in a different way than a Cole can be, or even a Big Sean, where it's like, because you can listen to Logic's music and be like, it's not that you didn't struggle, and it's not that you didn't come from a bad, fucked up situation, coming from Maryland, and the things he talked about on like Gang Related and Growing Pains and stuff like that. It's not like you didn't come from fucked up situations, like where you can't compare it to. It's not 1-to-1 to Kendrick growing up in Compton or Big Sean growing up in Detroit. It's not 1-to-1, but you can see where it's like Logic wanted to be a conceptual rapper from the jump, and that wasn't his claim to fame. So when he started doing it in a different way,
I can get that.
And the hunger, the hunger wasn't there to get out of the struggle.
But
where some artists will translate it into being, I'm still trying to be. Kendrick translates the hunger into, I'm still a better rapper than any of you.
But
niggas.
Kendrick was, but like I guess
Kendrick still has things to speak to going on in his
because I was about to say, I guess going back to what you did just say, Kendrick was always a conceptual like rapper. Yeah, like from start. So like it wasn't really like
from overly dedicated.
Yes, so
K-Dot, stuff like that.
So so by the time he got to the point where he's like now like successful, like that's just like his rap. Because I can't per se say Logic's whole thing was being like, but I get exactly what you're saying, because even conceptually, Under Pressure, I mean, it's not a perfect album. Under Pressure is great, bro. I love Under Pressure.
Yeah, Under Pressure's amazing.
I still listen to tracks of Under Pressure.
One of my favorite
but then, like you said, after that, but that album didn't really have like the whole super conceptual thing.
No, that album had tracks like Gang Related, All Right, Driving Miss Daisy. You had Metropolis, Nicki. You had tracks where he was like, look, I'm struggling with something. No matter what it is, and we have to get out of that. And then you go to The Incredible True Story, which is still great, but it's like Logic kind of got past that, I'm struggling with this part, and was like, oh, okay, now I'm free to do these other things. But in doing that and having all the Bunny and stuff, he couldn't tap into like Under Pressure and stuff until No Pressure came out. No Pressure is a great sequel to that.
Do you think the same thing happened to Chance the Rapper?
I think with Chance, a lot of the revelations about his manager thing coming out makes sense. I think
Chance is really corny now, because I already thought he was kind of corny, but I think Chance is kind of super corny.
I don't think it's the same thing as Chance, because outside of the big day and a couple of features. Chance hasn't really had many more missteps. Like I said, I liked all the singles leading up to the big day.
Somebody also did make that statement to me. They were like, he had one bad misstep.
Yeah, there were tracks on the big day that I do like that were like, okay, this and like I said, that reading about the thing with his manager was like, oh, okay, this makes sense why the big day was trash, and there are some things that I like. I can now go to these songs and be like, yeah, more time was put into this than some of the other ones, you know.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, and so it's like, so I don't think Chance is completely lost. I also think a part of this has to be with the Kanye cosign, with just kind of, even though Chance doesn't operate as a good music artist, we see how Kanye treats his good music artists that aren't Pusha T, because Pusha T's the president. Tiana Taylor retired last week, or maybe the week before. We have not heard from Sci-Hi, who's an amazing rapper, in years. 2 Chainz survives because he's 2 Chainz. He doesn't really, he doesn't need good music. We don't need to hear from Common, and Yasin Bey just kind of like
What about Big
went
Sean?
off.
I mean, Big Sean's doing pretty
But
good.
Big Sean
Big Sean's like
gets
the prince of
through
good music.
from Interscope more so.
Really?
Yeah, he gets
makes sense.
Interscope promotes him way more than good music does. Plus, Big Sean was one of those guys who was like up there.
Good music did fail.
Who?
I didn't even think about that shit.
Like
I
Big
do-
Sean didn't.
Common is making more money in movies now.
Right, like,
I said-
and you still got John Legend, so maybe John Legend's the only other, because I don't know what other subsidiary he's with.
Who's like? I think I said the other day.
We
Not
haven't
the
even
other
heard
day.
from Designer.
I knew we weren't going to hear from designer. I thought I heard from. You said,
Oh, that's fine, but it's
John
just
Legend's
that just goes to my point of how he treats
He
his
doing
artists.
endorsements.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
married to who is it? What's her name? Chrissy Teigen. He's
Yeah,
doing
Chrissy
great.
T. John Legend is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
that's-
said John Legend was mid once, and I was like, bro, who the fuck are you talking
Bro,
to?
what is wrong with
Do I have to choke you? Like, what are you talking?
like what is wrong
John
with you?
Legend? Like John
John Legend,
That
bro?
nigga? No, his name is John.
But like, yeah, I think that's where Chance kind of fell, not off, but I think that's where he stumbled. I'm gonna plug Donald Glover every chance that I get. When he was with Donald Glover, he was great.
Public
Yeah, he needs to.
records.
He needs to.
Chance?
Like Chance doesn't need to sign with anybody. He just needs
He's
to.
Chance.
He's because like even the stuff that he's been putting out lately, some of the stuff is like better. I think the big day was just I think he really wanted it to be really great, and he wanted to ride the wave of Coloring Book, because I really liked Coloring Book, and it just didn't really pan out because he wanted it to happen too quick, and that's just not how it works. It also didn't seem like something that he needed to happen really quick, because Chance was on such a high. You didn't think anything could bring him down. Yeah, you didn't think anything could really bring him down like that.
Probably got the top 3 albums right now.
Republic. What 3 albums?
Swiffer, Wet Jet, Kid Cudi.
Swiffer, Wet Jet? What?
Yeah.
What is that? Is this an album?
Swifter or Swiffer?
Swiffer, Wet Jet.
Oh,
You don't
Taylor
know-
Swift.
You don't know who she
Taylor
is?
Swift. Oh, I was like,
Oh, Taylor Swift?
You
You're literally
fucking-
talking about
you
Taylor
asshole.
Swift?
Swiffer, Wet Jet. What do you mean?
Wow.
Wet Jet. Oh my god, I was like, who is this, a rapper? Oh, who?
I legit thought that was somebody. Because
Did she
I saw
really
you
drop
tweet
the
that, and
same
I
as
had no idea who
Yeah,
that was.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, Taylor Swift has the #1 album. Kid Cudi's is #2.
I've never listened to anything.
I did not know that they were under the same distribution network. That's really fucked up, because Kid Cudi could have had a #1
Yeah.
if they didn't put Taylor Swift's out.
Do you think that was intentional?
Yes, you,
Yeah.
you can't have the black man on top.
Yeah. Republic say fuck them. Make the money.
Make it.
Plus, they knew they were gonna.
Wouldn't
make
you
money
have
on
made
both
more
of them.
money if he released on another week?
Kid Cudi still would have only sold 175,000.
I
Taylor Swift is going to do closer to 500,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then it's like
They're not going to take away from each other.
It's gonna make fans gonna try to beat Taylor, even though it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So you get more streams.
Because I remember leading up to Friday, people on Twitter were like, "Oh man, if this happens,
the white
you
man
know,
is
we can do
evil.
like that."
It's all
Yeah.
a scheme.
Bro, the white man is fucking evil, bro. Maybe getting on my fucking nerves. Did I tell you like
It's a scheme.
the older white dudes at work has gotten to the point now where they don't even talk to me in the morning because they would just crack jokes and I would just stare at them. Did I tell you one day that the first day I met one of these dudes that I walk in My dad told him my name was Jelani, and they were actually trying to get me to come work at a warehouse that was distant, maybe like an hour and a half from here. And the niggas was like, "We'll pay for you to stay in a hotel, and basically show up here to work every day, and you'll be off during the weekends." And I was like, "But like, it's an hour and a half from home. Like, I got shit to do." Like, I'm not, and we talking about it in the bumfucks of nowhere where like racist white people are at. Like,
Yeah,
so,
I'm good on that.
so not only was I good on that, I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I came in because I think we had to come pick up a delivery.
Going out with places where Hot 97 doesn't come through no more.
No, bro. Like the radio goes out. We really in the sticks. I was out there in the boonies, and I walk in the warehouse. We had to come pick something up, and the thing is, these dudes are now in a warehouse closer to us. Yeah. So I come in. And this dude's like, "Hey Jay, let me introduce you." I think his name is Rick or some fuck shit like that. He's like, he introduced me to the nigga, and he's like, "Hey, what's your name?" And I'm like, Jelani. He was like, "Well, Joe, Jam, Jambalaya, it's really hard for me to pronounce. Can we call you something different?" And I was like,
so disrespectful.
Bitch ass nigga.
I just looked at the nigga for like 40 seconds. I was like, "You can just call me Jay, bro." I was like, "You can just call me Jay, bro." He was like, "All right."
This ain't.
And from that day forward, I was like, "I don't fuck with you, bro." Like that. I was like, these niggas they don't talk to me anymore in the morning. They just talk to the other niggas I'm around because they say shit to me, and I just look at them, and then they be like, "Oh, okay. Good morning." I literally do that.
It's not funny when white people do it. It's just not because it's
actual racism.
Yeah, it's the same racial undertone as somebody calling me boy. It's just like,
can I call you something different?
No, you will say my name. If you can say Karnishk, then you can say fucking Tobias.
Jambalaya, Jelani. It's actually harder to say jambalaya.
You fat fuck.
I was like, man, it's just like that, man. And y'all really want me to just work here in this warehouse? Y'all know.
Honestly.
Bro, niggas just gotta show up at work. Niggas gotta show up at work one day, air the whole shit out. They wondering what the fuck happened.
Right.
Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking
Why did
about?
he shoot us?
We called him by his name every single day.
Can't put my finger on it.
Oh my god, bro. White people are really built different, bro. Oh, bro, have you seen? Damn it, I don't even have it. Do I? Have you seen that video of that little white girl pushing that other white girl down the fucking ramp?
Yes, I just retweeted it.
Oh my god, have you seen that shit?
Oh my gosh, that is
it's
absolutely hilarious.
so fucking funny, bro. Where's my fucking what's his face?
Mondays are pretty annoying.
You said Mondays?
I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what.
What did you... Wait, are you actually saying this, or is this the white man's fucking combo?
This is...
that's how they start conversations at the beginning of the week.
This is real life.
This is the name for white people.
Mondays?
Yeah, Mondays.
Mondays suck. Mondays really do suck. Okay, wait, I have to find this before we fucking cut this cast off, because this shit was so funny. Oh, man, the Twitter comment sections. What? The actual video is in there? Oh, my God. Right.
I was going to say, because I got it up.
Okay, that shit has me crying, yo.
I will definitely save this and send it to you, because we got to put it up.
No, you got to put the audio on. The audio makes it so much fun.
Hey, May. Say sorry. No.
The caption says the baby turned straight into Scar.
Say sorry.
Yo,
No.
These white men are dangerous.
Oh my god.
No.
She really could have died in theory, like not on a skateboard ramp, but like on like
It like the baby like when you think about it, yeah. Right. But when you think about it, the baby has no concept of the consequences of what he did.
Right.
He just straight up pushed her.
Right.
And so, like, it could have been off of anything. There's that video. There's a video of the black woman who's sitting on the waterfall with like her hands open. Imagine if the babies were there and he just shoved her. That's
oh my
it.
God. Goodbye.
Like, that's it,
Why did
bro.
you push her? It's a fucking felt like
I felt like it. What do you mean?
All right, man.
It's time.
We love y'all, man. This has been a beautiful fucking shark stream.
Episode 12.
Episode 12, man. We
Okay.
still coming at y'all every fucking week, man.
Black Lives Still Matter.
Black Lives still matter.
Early voting has started in America. I mean, in
Yes,
Georgia.
Get out and vote.
Get out and vote. I know you're sick of hearing about
Niggas.
voting. I know you're sick of getting the text messages. I am. So you should get out and
You
vote.
can do it.
It's not gonna stop them. They're still gonna come
believe in
through. You
you.
still, but
I
like you
have
should
been
vote,
getting a disgusting amount of go vote.
bro. They
You can
text
do
me
it.
like
I
4
believe
times a
you.
day at
Like
this
that.
point now. Like,
that.
and every YouTube ad is about the
It's
freaking
okay.
election. So I'm like, bro, I just want it to end. You know, vote for Warnock and Ossoff. I know you're not supposed to tell people who to vote for, but like, vote for them
But do that shit.
if you want stimulus checks. Because Bitch McConnell is not going to give you stimulus checks. He has said it. So, you know, vote for them.
Vote for them niggas.
Vote for them. You know,
Vote
like,
for Donald Trump.
Vote, yeah, or
a vote for David Perdue is a vote for Donald Trump.
bro, y'all niggas.
So-
Vote for David
actually
Perdue.
factious.
You know,
Do not vote for Donald Trump.
David
Please.
Perdue.
Oh man,
Oh man, all right, man. We love y'all. We signing
Black
off, man.
Lives Matter inside.
SARS, baby.
Eat.